Hey, welcome back to episode 3 of the Iowa Hawkeyes Dynasty here. This week we'll be taking on number 11 Arizona State 2-0 versus us at 2-0. I accidentally did the recording off stream. Forgot to hit the start recording button, so we haven't made much progress. We didn't have too many points as we keep going after some of these higher star recruits. Hopefully land a couple here. Been locked out on a few of the quarterbacks. No surprise there. But we'll go ahead and jump straight on in. Alright, they are an 84 overall. We are an 82 overall. Let's see what we can do. Of course, last video, big win against Iowa State. Hoping to follow that up with another Big 12 victory here. We are at home. Go ahead and see. We are getting the ball to start the game. At ASU in their all white uniforms against Iowa in their traditional home uniforms. We'll take that one out to the 25. Here we go on offense. We got our pretty solid offensive line there up on the screen. All right. Let's go ahead and start with the play action pass. See if we can get the passing game going. We've relied heavy on the run and the tight ends. We're going to go ahead and rely heavy on the tight end. Oh, just couldn't get in front of them there. All right, let's switch it up to the run, see if we can get some yardage here and make it a more manageable third down. Open lane, but the guard there lost his block. Okay. 3rd and 7. See if we can hit Anderson or Ostranga here over the middle for the first down. Got some room. Terrible pass. I did not get my feet set. 4th and 7. We'll go ahead and punt there. Thought about running with the QB and ultimately just kind of backed off, and that did not work as we threw on the run. And ASU will take over the ball. Looks like after Scadaboo's departure, ASU's run game has stayed strong. Let's see what they got here today. Alright, almost broke out of that tackle, but we'll take him down. 6-yard gain. I gotta try to get a feel for what they're gonna try to do. Here comes a run. We'll stop that right there. No gain. 3rd and 4. Let's go ahead and send some heat on this one. I'm thinking we're going to pass here. Let's get in on the blitz. Got through untouched for the sack. 4th and 11. Great defensive stop there. I'll make up for that terrible first drive. You see up in the top right corner, we have the 19th Stadium Pulse rated by Lowe's. Well, apparently Lowe's knows Stadium Pulse. Alright, we'll go here with the first down run. Oh, I don't know who we were trying to block there, but if 67 would have picked up that block early, we would have had a first down. Anyways, gain 8 yards. That's not terrible. Stranga trip, but ends up wide open for a good gain there. 1st and 10. Go back to the run, see if we can get this going a bit. Need to follow Stranga, who double teamed. It didn't even matter. They came straight off the left side there. See if we can hit him with a halfback screen after a loss of 4. Alright, blocker set up. A lot of open field. We're going to go ahead and get to the 3rd and inches. Oh, no. There's a timeout. Injury timeout. Never good. With 3rd and inches, we'll go ahead and try to beat this right up the middle. And we got it. 1st and 10. It seems like they're kind of queued for the run there, so let's switch up to the pass and see if we can pick up some big yardage. Look for Gill here. If he cuts that terrible throw. Right. I hate to really fall into the Iowa offense where it's run 1st and 2nd down, but there we go. Open, 1st down, Ostranga. He keeps on his feet, breaks another tackle. Beautiful. Down to 39. Dunker will not be able to return this game. That's a huge loss at right tackle there. Don't know how Logan Jones is a substitute at right tackle. I don't know who our center is now, but let's go ahead with it. Try to run outside here. No blocks. And we might be running into that going forward. We have a weak offensive line now. Try to get the ball out quick. There we go. Anderson wide open. Gonna get us 9 yards. Go ahead and try a toss. See if we can buy ourselves some time. If Moulton can get out there. It is Moulton. Alright. And he is not going to beat all those guys. Terrible, terrible blocking. Almost like they don't care to try it. Got 8-mile-an-hour winds coming back at us. Decent kick. And we got it through. We're up 3-0 here. About a minute left in the 1st quarter. Forced him back out a little bit. Not a great tackle attempt there. Alright, see. Go pass here. Cover the middle. No. It's a run, but they're only going to get 4 yards out of it. I bit on that one and I left that zone wide open. That should have been me. 1st and 10. I'm gonna stop guessing pass here because I keep biting on the potential run play because I'm afraid that we're backing up too quick. That's a QB sneak. Let's get the big hit on him. Gained 6 yards on it. Of course, the sack on him earlier. Still negative rush yards for Levitt, but the handoff, a spin, and no gain. That should bring us to the end of the 1st. Now they're going to hurry up there. All right. We're going to bring some pressure. Just missed the sack. Came back for it, though. 4th and 9 at the end of the 1st quarter. And, of course, we're at home, so we're going to get the Hawkeye wave there. Greatest college tradition. So, we got him by 25 yards passing and 5 yards rushing. We are at 3. They're at -2. Of course, that's due to the sacks. They have ran the ball pretty well on us, but punt incoming. Starting to get dark here in Kinnick. Oh, let that bounce. All right. Gonna take this one over at the 20. Let's try to get this run game going. A wide open run for a lot of yards here. If I can get that corner, we're going to get down to the 46, 47. All right. That's what we needed. Make them afraid of the run. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's go right back to it. See if we can pick up some yards here. They were ready for that 1 yard gain. Let's try play action. Really catch them off guard here. This worked last time. Anderson was pretty open. And another terrible throw. I gotta get something going here. 3rd and 9. We need some points. We got the ball to start the game. So, and another red throw. Might be time to start looking at some new passing options. I'm trying this year's new passes, but we're gonna go ahead and pin them inside the 10. Yeah, at the 7-yard line. Perfect. If we can stop them early and quick here, get the ball and get a chance of scoring. Obviously, offense not moving like it was the last few weeks, but there's a huge stop, and Aaron Graves goes down. Let's see, they're in pass mode here. Desperate pass, 3rd and 11. Just gotta keep on top of this. It's gonna be a pass. I'm gonna guess underneath and just try to hold him in front of the first down line. That was my zone. I had 2 guys coming across. I got worried about the underneath and I shouldn't have. Should have been worried about the guy that had the open first down. Alright, 1st and 10. I cut back and I hit the wrong button on that one. Had him controlled, tried to dive, and for some reason my mind said circle and I switched off. Well, triple option there. Alright, Aaron Graves will be back at some point. Made the wrong read on that option, but doesn't hurt us. Quick pass behind the line. They gained 3 yards. 3rd and 11. And our strong safety, Lutmer, will be out for the rest of the game. So that's 2 guys we've lost for at least this game. And that's against ASU. I'm worried when we start playing the big schools, Ohio State, Michigan, right over the middle, and hit him as he caught it, but he holds on. 1st and 10 again. So they're going to get the ball at half, and we're not playing good. We're not doing well at all. Quarterback keeper, 3 yards. Yep, I already saw that one. So our secondary is getting weak. Our defensive line is going to be weak until perfect coverage. But there we go. Our secondary drops the coverage. It's going to be a hard one with the injuries. Stadium pulse dropping down. Crowds losing their love for us. And there's a big sack. We'll go second. Yeah, okay. I don't know how many times you got to ask me if I want the guy that can't come back to come back or not, but. All right, coach just says we're running man. Generally does not end well for me. And I didn't get my, yep. I was supposed to cover him. And he's going to score. Yep. All right, we clearly have some kind of glitch on the broken hand situation, but tough part of sticking to coach suggests I do not like man. I mean, let's do this, see if this fixes this. Coaching, depth chart. I don't see where he's still in, so this will be a big drive for us. A minute 56 left. 3 timeouts, down by 4, and they get the ball at the half. So we need to. That's why I didn't see him. Pretty sure I was checking middle linebackers there. Put him to third, see if that helps. Not quite sure why I keep suggesting him to come back into the game when he can't. Run right up the middle. Lots of room. Still have a minute 50 left. Alright, I guess there's no fixing that. That's alright. 3 timeouts. We'll take our time on this and wide open screenplay. Get another 10 yard, 15, 20 yards. Get down to the 49. If we can score a touchdown here. Yes, I get it. Well, now we seem to be in a situation where coach thinks screenplay is the only thing that works. To be fair, they have been one of the only things that have worked on offense. Wide open to Dahl again. Cut back in. Plenty of yards. Alright. Minute 25 with the first down clock stoppage. We are at the 27. And if you're wondering, Lutmer is still not coming back into this game. Alright. I'm going to kill some of this clock. I do not want ASU getting the ball back. I do want to score, though. So we'll walk a fine line. Surprise, Lutmer is not coming back into the game. Hit that wide open pass, stay in bounds, get the first down. No, I think we got pushed out there. You know what? It might be. Wonder if he's my... No? I mean to click out of that. He must be my sub somewhere for them to think that he's still trying to come in on the field. Wouldn't be any of these. Alright, let's see if we just pull him out completely. We're gonna go quick base here. Clock not running. I did get dragged out. First and 10. We have about 5 inches before the end zone there. Right up the middle. Nothing doing. ASU's gonna call a timeout. Yeah, I'm just gonna deal with that the rest of the game, I guess. I don't know where he might still be active. Fire for the touchdown. Steps right in front of me and breaks it up. 3rd and 9. Really don't want to settle for this field goal. They are in tight, though. Can we hit that quick? We do. Touchdown, Iowa. And the constant reminder that our strong safety will not be back in this week. Hopefully next week. We'll take the 10-7 lead. 50 seconds left. ASU's got 2 timeouts. Of course, this is big. We cannot let them score here. They're going to run that out. What a spin move, but still going to be stopped. 23-yard line. There's not enough time. We're going pass. We're going to cover over the top. We're going to watch the quarterback. We're going to try to watch the middle here. All right. Got a zone there, cover over the top. I don't really even know what to say. May have been one of the few times I should have ran man. All right, we got to be quick here. We need, at least the 3 points. We're going to get the first down right off the bat. 29 seconds, the clock will stop, especially with the continuous injury timeout. Clock running again. I didn't see him at all. And that's going to be a pick 6. All right. You know what? Where are you still in? I can't imagine it's any of these. Oh, you know what? No? Alright, so he's basically off the team. That was a huge mistake on my part, and this is quickly looking like we're going to 2-1. Box specialist. Pretty sure that's kind of his archetype there, but is there something here that says I don't see him? Alright, enough wasting time on that. We haven't been able to stop them. We really haven't moved the ball whatsoever. Oh, no. We're not doing that. Here we go. We're going to try to score here. May not be likely, but we're going to try to. Good pass. Just got behind him there. Well, the smart thing to do would be to kneel the ball and not throw another pick six, but see if we can pull something off. We cannot. Got hit as we threw the ball, and we're going to go into the second half down 21-0. One catch, one touchdown, 77 yards. We have given up some big plays. That one's still going to throw me off for a while, but let's go ahead and... No, don't need the replay. Let's move on, kick off, try to stop them, and see if we can make this a game at all. No. Terrible user play on that one. You would think the halftime would have reset that. He's going to get right up the middle for 8 yards. Another run play. We got behind the line. We'll stop him for no gain. 3rd and 2. This could be a massive stop. End up with decent field position. Of course, we need another, and pretty quick. Oh, that is huge. That is massive. Let's go. Get out of my way. All right. Get it down to the 20. What a massive pickoff there. Back to coach suggests. I did get off of that for a minute there, but you know, why not try to score? We can get the touchdown here, make it a brand new game. And another terrible throw. Alright, see if we can hit a strang short. He's going to get caught up on the line. Yeah. Alright. Immediately tackled. Sacked, not tackled. That was just... Might need to refocus my... I mean, come on! Yeah, this game is not going well. And an RPO quick tackle. They gain 1. We gotta get something here. I mean, I said that last drive and we got it, so. Little dump off for 3 yards? Yeah, 3 yards. Time to send the heat. Say we're gonna go for pass. Wide open. He doesn't step out of bounds. No coverage over there. Gotta do something here. An escape route there gets us for 9 yards. And this one's all but over. We are not doing anything. Run right up the middle for maybe 1.5 yards, but gets them the first down. Nice stop there. 2-yard gain on the pass. He's 14 for 15. His one incompletion is an interception. I'm not quite sure. And that's not a pick. We're still down a strong safety for anybody wondering. I know the game's doing their best to keep you informed on that. We got the pressure, hit him as he throws, 4th and 8. We'll get the ball back one more time here in the third quarter. And for all of you watching, I just want to let you know, this is the most realistic Iowa Hawkeye game I could bring to you. The defense fails a little bit, and we watch the offense just do whatever it is the offense is doing today. There's a complete pass. 1st down. I love them, but man, even in real life, they had about 30 years onto your life every game. There's a 1st down, tried to juke, and I still have my control freaks on from MLB, so that's not going to work. Got to remember to take those off before next game. Good block, but I ran right into it, but we're still up. 2nd and 5. Need to move here with some kind of hurry. I would like to make this a 4-point game if I can, if not an 8-point game before the end of the quarter. Oh, he just stood right there. That's it. Alright, we held with that one pretty well. But they're basically going to be able to run out this quarter and at the very least kick a field goal, put us down by 2 touchdowns. The wheel route there hits us for 7 yards exactly. 1st and 10, Arizona State. We march closer and closer to that 2-1 record. Quick RPO, 2-yard gain on it. If we can shut those down, we're somewhere. And we got a run for 2 yards, 3rd and 6. Definitely not moving fast. This is going to be a pass. Would like to ask somebody at EA, why if I'm at home and the stadium pulse is going off, why does my screen shake? Anyways, 1st down. Another run. 3-yard gain. And this loss is 100% on me. My quarterback play has been terrible, and my user play on defense has been terrible. We do get a sack, though. Let's see if they can run this quarter out if they want. Probably be the smart thing to do. No, going for the hurry up. Screen play. And we'll stop them to a field goal, which will start the 4th quarter. We've rushed well, but just no passing offense. Everything I have passed has been an interception. In case it's a fake, we'll get ready. It's not a fake. It is a miss, though. Okay. So let's see if we can get something started here. We do have a recruit in attendance, and this is not the performance I would have preferred to put up, but there's an open wide receiver and a bad throw, and he drops it. It's about the recap of this game you need. Bad throw, drop pass. Terrible decisions by me. Was wide open, and I airmailed it. Whew. Not enjoying this one. Here we go. Try again. See if we can get our tight end here. And that is knocked out of his arms. Well, yeah, we're going for it. I would prefer Estranga not running into the route I want to run it to, or throw it to. That's why it was not wide open. I was not about to say wide open. But it works as a punt as they're a little bit further, and now we have an injury. I mean, that was just absolute luck. We jumped up, knocked the pass down. Got to take it. Need some kind of break here. Need something. We cannot complete a pass. I threw it right into my rush. 4-yard gain. Man, there's always a chance. Another missed field goal. Wide open in the end zone. Cut that perfectly. And now, let's just work on offense here. Now, to be fair, I don't know if I have an actual injury because we're still substituting for the injury in the end of the first quarter. But I think we're going to make a change at QB regardless to finish off this game. See maybe if we have any kind of other option. Well, we got a freshman, more speed, barely, some agility. Let's see what we can do here. Play action, jet sweep. That'll get Gill run up the sideline. Get him right up front there for the first down. Thought about a little more speed, see if I could run through that, but oh, that was one I should have thrown away, but my reaction was to try to dump off. That's open. That's caught. See, you know what? Just give me catchable passes and maybe we got a shot. Not this game, obviously, but going forward. Ah, right on top of it. I mean, they just got to be so much faster. I mean, I know I'll get the, so-and-so was wide open, so-and-so was wide open. This game moves a lot quicker when you're playing it. 3rd and 10. We got around the corner there. Can we get the first down? We do. All right. Making 3 main checks and none of them have been there. And trying to get the ball out quick. That seems to be the only amount of time I have. We'll run again. 8 yards. Not the best game strategy. Just keep running the quarterback down the field, but it seems to be working. That's open. We'll get the first down, get out of bounds. 3:19 left. We are down 3 scores. That's going to be wide open. Right up the middle. To the 5, to the 4. Hell, they didn't want the... Oh, they did let the hurry up go there. Alright, see if we can hit a Stranga for a touchdown. No, we'll just go ahead and do the same thing. Dropped it. Alright. Led him a little too far into that coverage. We have a cross screen, but I also like a Stranga on this. Oh, what was that pass? Try to run stick. I know this used to be good at one point in time when... Well, not when you throw it there. 4th and goal at the 2-yard line. Go ahead and go for it. And a touchdown in this game will help the confidence a little bit, and we're just going to back up 20 yards. Alright. Another offensive lineman down. Can't tell you who's substituting in or whatever because we're still focused on the injury from the end of the first quarter. Two-minute warning here. And we're going to lose this by at least 18. Try to prevent the 20-plus loss. Handoff. They seem to agree, and I'm not going to waste time, so let's go ahead and run the clock out here. We will fall to 2-1. First loss coming against the number 11 team in the country. Shoe clock on. Hey, some of you online players can learn a thing or two from the computer, I guess. Another run play. Not sure what that was, and unfortunately, somebody got hurt on ASU. Injury timeout. Burns one of their timeouts. Stops the clock. And they go to passing. Okay. Quick RPO check down there. And that should do it. And that'll be the game. 28-10. Just a pitiful performance by the Iowa Hawkeyes in this one. Mostly by me, just terrible quarterback play. That pick six, just a terrible defensive call where you got a 70-yard touchdown. If not, we're looking at a 14-10 game, and maybe not so much pressure on some of those bad mistakes I made towards the end of the game in the red zone. Go ahead and take a quick look at the stats for us. So 10 of 26 for Gronowski, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Dotson came in 50% completion, not much better. Rushing, we got Moulton for 73 yards, 6.6 per carry, not terrible. Dotson rushed pretty well. The rest of that's just a few snaps here and there. Ostranga 4 for 52, Moulton 3 for 55. The rest of them, not much. We spread the ball around, but did not complete too much. All right, so we're gonna head in. Got a coach level up. Maybe we can do something there. We're gonna advance the week. Going to week 4. We are first. Really love that to be a little quicker. Or a little, not as quick. We will be taking on 3-0 Rutgers in week 4. But for now, it's time to sign out. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next week.